Like 20.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 20.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Lockett. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Check gun. Check gun.
Check. Mike 5-4.
Alert.
Hey, defense, let's go. You go tight. You got tight. right there. No. Off.
Now Wilson on first down. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Alert 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Safe.
Friday. Tempo.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. 50.
Hey, 0.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Again, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Come on, 180.
Third and long. It's gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
One left.
Check. Watch 54.
Hey, 0.
Hey, one set. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Fight, 90.
58 to Mike. I'm on. Sponge.
Spot that.
Hatchet.
On the jet sweep, here comes more. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
We go tonight. 180.
Get the ball. Get him.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
14, got it. Check 26, check 26. Still got it, 4 down.
Banjo.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Watch that end right. Tight end right.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, and that'll be caught by the tight end. It's Ed Dixon with a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Fielded at the 20. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
At their 49-yard line.
Cut. Like 20. Watch it, come up the ball.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
First down, Los Angeles.
Cut. Like 20. Check 55, Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Goff now looks to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Rams.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Wait. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Right there, 54, right there.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 0. Hey, easy.
Wilson will throw again. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 20-yard line.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Here's Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Mike. 180. Mike. Go. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Michael Kendricks. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
What? 180. Go, go, go. 95, 95. 58, Mike.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Go, go, go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? Right. It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 16 yards, a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, it's gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Pushes past him, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Goff, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Watch the safety creep.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He shakes him off. Buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Rams have got it back.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Rams on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So the victory here for Seattle. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.